Your screen?
Yes. Yep, the video screen is just fine.
Okay,
And you can go ahead and get started.
great. So you've let people in?
Yes, everybody that was waiting is now in.
All right, great. Well, hi everyone. It's Liesel here from South Africa. I'm one of the owners of Dome Travels, and we are a preferred supplier now, DMC to Ensemble, and that's where I met Deborah at the Atlantic City Skyline event, and then also in New York again a couple of weeks ago. And we've decided to share a little bit about Dome Travels and who we are, and then also the product that we do sell across Africa. So, excuse my sniffles, I've just got a flu, and it's 1:30 in the morning here. So, but I'm going to use the video. I always say this video has it says 1,000 words, so it's going to save me from talking a bit, and then afterwards I'll do a presentation, and then if anybody has questions, we can chat. All right. Okay, so that's the video, and I hope everybody enjoyed that. I always say it says 1,000 words that I could never say it because it just evokes so much emotion. And then I'm going to just share the presentation with you. Deborah, will you just let me know that you can see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, great. Okay, so just a little bit about Dome Travels. So we are a luxury DMC. We specialize in African travel, and we are based in Cape Town in South Africa. So we are on the ground in Africa, and we've been doing this since 2016, with our partners having over 15 years experience beforehand in luxury African travel. And I always start off the presentation with this beautiful photo. So This is a photo that was taken on a safari. So in South Africa on safari, um, you actually get out of the vehicle at sunset, and this is just one of the beautiful experiences that is at one of the camps. That is a elephant sanctuary where they help elephants that have either been abandoned or there's been some poaching, and they rehabilitate the animals. So this is probably one of the best experiences. And all the photos that you're going to see, we've taken because people in my team, we travel everywhere to make sure that all our products are still working properly. Everybody's on the same level of efficiency and professionalism. So when we do recommend any activity or property to you, you can believe that we've been there and we've seen it. So just a little bit about Dome Travel. So we're a destination management company, and we've been specializing in luxury African travel, and we curate bespoke tours. So we believe that one size doesn't fit all. So we will chat to you about your client profile and understand what they like and what they don't like, and we'll build a tour around that for you. We do FITs, we do families, we do groups, incentive groups, and we believe that we're very client-centric in our approach. So for us, it's we want the clients to feel valued, and we want you to feel valued as the agent, and we only do business to business. So if your client will ever come, try and come directly to us, we will always direct your client back to you, because that's our business model. We don't want to deal with 1,000 clients traveling at one time. We want to deal with 100 agents who have 10 clients each. So for us, that's most important. And yeah, so we also have a team of dedicated travel managers who are professional, and we wanted to make African travel dreams come true, because we believe that everybody should visit Africa, and we want to change the perception of what Africa is about. So we want to be your travel partner of choice. And how we do that is because we're dedicated to Africa, and we live here, and our team lives in South Africa, in Botswana, in Namibia. We are on the ground. We are, and in all the other countries that we sell, we are on the ground. We know exactly what we're doing, and we've been specializing in it. And all our guides have written all the exams. They know all the first aid. They've everybody's proficient in English and any other language that you might require. We also have unique hospitality, and we've got strategic partnerships with all the hospitality lodges and hotels. And because we're both registered with the different boards within the various countries, we even get better pricing, which we do pass on to our agents. We also have the luxury travel. So, example, if your clients are super luxury and they want to have a private yacht or private charter across Africa, we're able to do that for you. But not all the clients want that. But that is available if you do have that kind of client. And then we care if you have clients who are traveling with us. We have a 24/7 care line, which you can message us and to make sure that your clients are okay. And we always give our numbers and our guides numbers as emergency contacts to your clients as part of their vouchers, so that they can also just reach out directly. And I always say we're in the business of creating perfect memories. We want to change the perception of Africa, and we want people to be able to talk about the vacation today, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time, and we want it to be an unforgettable memory for them, and that's what we want. So these are the destinations that we do offer. So we
I'm
are based.
sorry, Lisel, I'm sorry,
Yeah, yeah.
your slides aren't changing.
Oh, they're not.
We still see the elephants.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Okay, so I won't do the presentation then. I'll just do that. Can you see that?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So no worries. Apologies for that. So these are the destinations that we do offer. So we offer South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Lesotho and Swaziland if people want to do that. There's various reasons why people want to go there. Mozambique, and then on the Victoria, Zimbabwe and Zambian border, Victoria Falls. But we also do things within Zambia and Zimbabwe, Botswana, I said, Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda. So and we are able to do all the internal flights within these areas that we do sell for you to assist you. Okay, so what we do for the agents is we do the entire thing. We always say we want the agent to look like a rock star, And so we do the accommodation, we do the transportation, we do the ticketing, we curate the full itinerary, we choose the activities, we highlight the activities to you guys, we do the restaurant bookings, we recommend restaurants, and then we also have the 24/7 care line, like I said, but also the education. So if an agent doesn't really know a destination, we will be able to answer any questions for you guys, but also set up training for that specific country if it's something that's required, and we'll be happy to do that. So why travel to South Africa? So South Africa is a melting pot of world-class services, but also we have different cultures that have just mingled together, and it's a very cosmopolitan country. We've got a great political history, but also an amazing cultural and beautiful natural resources that is world-class. So, as you can see on the photos here, we've got we have a windsurfing season where people come down from, especially Europeans, from about late November to about February for windsurfing. We've got Table Mountain, which is a national and one of the seven wonders of the world, where you can go up. We've got the whale season. We've got big five safaris, ocean safaris. There's just so much to do in terms of vegetation. We've got Kirstenbosch Botanical Garden. Um, a rich history in terms of culture and of diversity of history, political history, where people normally go to mostly to Johannesburg for that, to Soweto and see where Nelson Mandela lived. But we also have the Apartheid Museum there and Hector Peterson Museum. And in Cape Town, it's all about the wine and the food and the culture. And there's hiking, there's snorkeling, there's surfing, there's quad biking. And if clients are not into the extreme kind of sports in terms of bungee jumping and um, skydiving, we also have arts and culture where people just immerse themselves into. So I'm just going to show you some photos of what you can see. So this is just about the wine, Boekop, which is an amalgamation of different cultures together, Cape Malay. We have clients who normally do some mountain biking. We do the hiking for them. This is just about the photos. We also the ostrich capital of the world, where you can taste some ostrich steaks but also get ostrich leather, and it just depends on what the client wants. So just in terms of structuring a tour, normally when people have limited time, we'll say let's do 3-4 nights in Cape Town, maybe 2 nights in Johannesburg, and then 2 to 3 nights on safari. And in Cape Town, what we'll say is let's do the Cape Peninsula tour, which includes Chapman's Peak. It includes the Cape of Good Hope. It includes the penguins, the African penguins, which is a colony now that's been big on conservation. It's a beautiful place to go and visit. And we'll say let's do the winelands. If there's whale season in the Manus, we'll go out to the Manus or do some shark cage diving there also. And then up to Johannesburg, maybe for the Soweto tour, the Nelson Mandela House, Apartheid Museum, and then to Kruger, where you do the Big Five safari. So our safaris are in South Africa is very different to what you're going to experience in Kenya or Tanzania or even Botswana. Um, in that we have the open vehicles, but we also have a private concession. So in the private concessions is that you can actually um, only maximum 3 vehicles are allowed to be around an animal at any time, and they can track the animal. And in those private concessions, the rules are very strict. So it's about nature and about conservation, and and also there you can get out of the vehicle. If you're just going to do it in the Kruger National Park itself, you can't go off road. So on the private concessions, you can go off road, meaning you can track the animal with the tracker and with the ranger, and you'll go under trees, up rivers, through crests. So it's a quite an adventurous experience. So the price points within the Kruger are varied, and almost all the lodges are fully inclusive, which includes all your food, all your drinks, all the activities, bushwalks, and so there's quite a lot to do. Also, a lot of people, because they realize that they're coming, it's quite a distance to travel, they'll say, let's add Victoria Falls on. So sometimes they'll do Cape Town, Kruger, and then add Victoria Falls on. And around Victoria Falls area, if you see Victoria Falls, You can fly over Victoria Falls. There's bungee jumping within that area. There's whitewater rafting. Um, in a lot of the hotels, there's lots of buck or the zebra just walking through, which is amazing. And so there's quite a lot of activity that can be done around the Victoria Falls area. Also, if clients don't really want to do a safari in South Africa, it is easy to do safaris within this area. And if the budget is limited, you can go to Chobe in Botswana for the day from Victoria Falls area. So also, South Africa, you can combine South Africa with any country here, or you can just do the country by itself. So, like I said, we spent 3, 4 nights in Cape Town and do all those wonderful things. And then in Botswana, a lot of people like to go to the Okavango Delta or to Chobe or Marumi. And it's an amazing experience within Botswana. It's more of a rural experience compared to South Africa because they call Cape Town the Monaco of Africa. So if you've never been and you arrive, it's quite surprising to see how developed it is. And then also the lodges are just in a different uh, category. But Botswana is more rural, it's more authentic kind of experience. So these are just some photos that you can see with regards to Botswana, and especially in the Okavango Delta, you can go on the little boats that go through the little canals, which is also a beautiful experience. So that's more of a water-based um, experience on the safari. So Namibia, people love Namibia. It's my business partner's favorite country, and I'll show you some photos. And people love it because it's just so different. So these are the sand dunes and Big Daddy sand dune. It's also the rand and the Namibian currency, Namibian dollar is also it's pegged 1 to 1. So the pricing is exactly the same, 1 to 1 with South Africa's currency. Also, South Africa, sorry, I forgot to mention that there's a huge up value for US or Canadian agents or European because your currencies are so strong against the South African rand that at the moment it's about $1 equals 18 rand. So that means your currency is about 18 times, plus minus 18 times stronger than ours. So the amount of value that you're going to get when you're traveling to South Africa and Namibia is outstanding. In the other countries, you are going to be priced in dollars, so you don't necessarily get that reprieve. Um, and this is just about Namibia, where you can see that desert flay, and over here is the Himba people. You're going to see the tents, and then also the one amazing part of Namibia is that you're going to see on this coast over here. You're going to see that the desert is on one side, and then the ocean is on the other side, and you're going to drive right through it, which is absolutely amazing. And then in the north, you're going to get Etosha Pan, the Etosha National reserve, where you can go and do your safaris. Also. So it's just a fantastic different experience. And Tanzania, we always said you can land in Arusha, and then from there you can go on and do safaris in the Serengeti, Ngorongoro crater, and then people love to end it off in Zanzibar and have a beach holiday. So this is just some photos where you can see on safari. Also, what's fantastic about Tanzania is that there is a possibility of seeing um, lions that are climbing trees, which you can only find in Tanzania and in Uganda. And then Kenya, people love to, you can just do Kenya by itself, combine it with any other country really, and do Nairobi, Masai Mara, Amboseli, and then off to Mombasa on a beach holiday. So they're obviously known for their wildlife and the safaris, but also the Maasai people, and we do a lot of cultural interactions where you can meet the Maasai people and spend some time with them and learn about the culture. And then there's just different safaris, and you can see either depending where you are, Mount Kenya or Mount Kilimanjaro, and we have different activities that we can offer where you can do a balloon safari and then have breakfast in the bush. There's also the trekking with the guides or the rangers, depending where you are, and then the amazing beach holiday in Mombasa in Diani Beach, and then further north is also an area where it's really, really amazing with the Indian Ocean. And so, yeah, we just, as Dome Travels, we want to be your partner of choice. And from, we're specializing in Africa. I always say we are the guy that the guy comes to, that you most likely using. So, and we're happy to take your valued inquiries, and then from there we're able to build a relationship. We're always going to offer you the best pricing. We're always going to be very honest with you. If there's a pay for two, stay for three deal, we'll always let you know. For honeymooners in a lot of the African lodges, you're going to get a 50% off for the bride, and we'll always let you know and tell you about it. If there's anything special happening while you have clients who want to travel in a specific time, we will always let you know about the whatever is on offer. And yeah, we're happy to take all your valid inquiries. And like I said, everybody in our team is experienced, we're passionate, we love Africa, and we want everybody to have a beautiful memory about coming here. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer. And then, Deborah, we'll probably, if you want, we could start arranging so we can do training on each country specifically if that's something that someone wants.
Oh, that would be great. I would love that. I do have a question. So if somebody did want to book your services, how would they go about that? Do they go onto the website? Do they contact say a 1-800 number directly? What would be the process for that?
Okay, so you can just send us an email, and one of my team will pick it up, and we'll allocate the booking to a team member, and from there they will just work with that specific person. But there's always a backup for that team member, and then if someone wants to speak on the phone or on a WhatsApp, but yeah, we prefer first the initial inquiry via an email so we can track it because we have our own tracking system. You can hear me?
Yes, sorry. I was
Okay.
just putting the website in the chat for everyone.
Okay.
And then you're able to work with different budgets, correct? If say somebody
Yeah.
wanted to see something specific and they had a specific budget that they wanted to stay within, is that something that you guys do as well?
Yeah, 100%. For us, it's important to get people to travel here, right? And I always say, Africa is not as expensive as people think that it is, and especially if you're going to come to South Africa and to Namibia, but also with our exclusive deals and trade partnerships, we're able to offer those kind of discounts back onto the agent. And for us, it's important to be able to work within budget. We do work 4, 5, and 5-star plus, but if there is a client who's a 3-star client, we are able to assist with that. We have fantastic level of service and hospitality. And because our labor is very affordable, and there's so much labor that everybody understands that tourism is a big part of any country's GDP. And so the level of service and hospitality that you're going to receive from 3, 4, 5-star plus is absolutely world class. And so we will be able to work with any budget.
Perfect. And just, I have one last question. Um, do you also work with groups? And if so, what would be, say, the largest, or do you have a size limit?
No, we don't have a size limit. We do work with groups. There are some people, agents who like, for example, black boutique and minimum size. So there's some agents who only work with 6 packs, 8 packs, 10 packs, and then the largest we've worked with 150 people in the group. And next year we already have a group from the US, from Chicago, that's going to be 250 packs. So it depends what the agent is selling or how they want to structure it, and we're able to work with any group size.
That's wonderful. Thank you. And thank you for answering all those questions. I just wanted to make sure we get the as most information as possible for the agents that are online or that are watching this back. Does anybody else have any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself.
What types of things are included, like in the packages? Like are meals included, tours?
Sure. So actually we include everything. Maybe some lunches and some dinners, but are not included. So, but if the agent wants that, it will be included. We build the entire package, so all the entrance fees are already included into the package, the guides, the transfers, the transport, the hotels, all the accommodation. We will include everything, and it just depends on what the agent wants. So, example, we have agents who want everything included, and then there's a full package for their clients. We want some agents who we say, Let's skip a few dinners so that people can go out and explore in the evenings a little bit by themselves." Or we will say, okay, we recommend this restaurant. We'll have the dinner transfer take the clients, and then the client can then choose and pay for their own meal. So it just depends what the client wants. So we we offer a a full experience, because we don't want people to come and say, have you been to South Africa, example, and have you done this? And then we're like, and someone's going to say, no, what is that? So we try and offer everything. And say, example, into the winelands, we're going to say, these are the these are two wine farms you're going to go to for wine tasting. We'll find out what does the clients like to drink, red or white wine, a Pinot Noir. And then we'll match the clients with exactly the kind of wines that they want to drink, but also a really different experience. So it just depends on what the agent wants at the end of the day, and to work within their budget. And like I said, all the safaris are fully inclusive, which includes all the meals and all the drinks and all the scheduled activities. So safaris, the bushwalks. There's some people who do the rhino conservation, where you can go with the conservation team. So it just depends on what the agent wants at the end of the day and what's within their budget.
Thank you. Thank you.
Does anybody else have any other questions that they want to ask? You can feel free to unmute yourself.
Hey, Liesel. Quick question. Is it possible to do like say Namibia and South Africa and do like the beach and wineries, and how is the time split? Like, can the agent choose how it's split, or do you have like set splits?
Yeah, so it depends on the agent's requirement for the client. So if the agent doesn't know, then we always say, let's start with Namibia and then end with Cape Town or South Africa, because our infrastructure is different and a little bit of a different class. But we always try and get clients to go to Namibia first and then come to South Africa. But it just depends on what the agent wants. If you want to spend more days in Namibia and then only a few days in Cape Town, that's also fine. We will try and provide a recommendation, but at the end of the day, it's what the client wants. And for us, it's about being client centric, and ensuring that the client gets exactly the type of vacation that they want. We always provide education to the agent, and reasons for our recommendation, but that doesn't mean that the agent needs to take it.
Thank you.
So yes, you can combine Namibia and Cape Town. Absolutely, it's about a 2-hour flight from Windhoek to Cape Town, and from Windhoek to Johannesburg, and then there's Walvis Bay that you can land in. So there's actually amazing things that you can do in Namibia, and the history is incredible.
That's wonderful. And if there is, say, an area that that the client wants to go to, but they're not sure of things to do in that area, you guys would offer suggestions, correct?
100%. Absolutely. because we know all the areas. Each person in my team specializes in a specific country and knows everything back into back to front. So for us, it's important that if a client wants to go to a specific area, that they have a full experience and they don't miss out on anything unless it's their choice. But we will always provide the recommendations.
That's perfect. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay, well, thank you so much, Liesel, for being on with us tonight. I know you're feeling under the weather, but we do appreciate it. And we hope you feel better, absolutely. For everybody that's on the call, I will definitely post this tomorrow as well as the website and Liesel's information in case you need to reach out and want to work with them directly. Last call for any questions? I guess not. I guess you covered everything and it was pretty self-explanatory and absolutely gorgeous, the pictures that you had taken. So thank you again. We really appreciate you coming on and giving us this presentation, and we look forward to others in the future. Absolutely.
Fantastic. Yeah, and thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, and we'll be happy to assist, to be honest. There's some agents who will just WhatsApp us while they're busy with the client, and we will answer the questions just to try and assist the agent to make the sale. And the team is available and happy to help and to assist. Yeah, so please check out our website and follow us on Instagram. And if there's any questions or queries, we will be happy to assist with it. And thank you again for your time and for the opportunity. Much appreciated.
Thank you so much, and please feel better.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone
Good.
again,
Ciao,
and
ciao.
have a wonderful night.
Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.